Please continue to stand for the Star Spangled Banner that'll be sung by our chamber choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Seats. Today we celebrate the class of 2024 with excitement and pride, but also with sorrow, knowing that 20 former classmates who were tragically lost on December 14th will not walk across the stage tonight. We remember them for their bravery, their kindness, and their spirit. Let us strive to honor them today and every day. At this time, I would like to read each of their names, followed by a moment of silence. Charlotte Helen Bacon. Daniel Gerard Barden. Olivia Rose Engel. Josephine Grace Gay. Dylan Christopher Jack Hockley. Madeline Sue. Catherine Violet Hubbard. Chase Michael Anthony Kowalski. Jesse McCord Lewis. Anna Grace Marquez Green. James Radley Mattioli. Grace Audrey McDonnell. Emily Parker. Jack Pinto. Noah Samuel Posner. Caroline Previty. Jessica Adrian Ricos. Aviel Rose Richmond. Benjamin Andrew Wheeler. Allison Noel Wyatt. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Malillo, families and friends of our graduates, Newtown High School faculty and staff, and of course, the stars of tonight's show, the class of 2024. Welcome to the commencement exercises at beautiful Blue and Gold Stadium. As I sat down to prepare my last official message as your principal, I struggled with what to share with such a special group. How do I put into words your far from ordinary high school experience? How could I possibly give you advice that you would remember more than 15 minutes after this speech? And then I began to think of what your class means to me, and it was much easier to develop a somewhat conscious train of thought. I came up with 2 simple lessons as you begin your life after high school. Lesson number 1, you never know how you're impacting someone. I'm going to let you in on a fun fact about myself. My favorite song is Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Maybe it's the catchy beat or the profound lyrics leading off with, I hopped off a plane at LAX with a dream and my cardigan, but it makes me very happy. Whether it's the first verse and the Jay-Z song is on, or the second verse and the Britney song is on, I do find myself wanting to put my hands up because it is in fact my song. So what does that have to do with you? It's not just your principal sharing some random fact about herself on your way out the door, but rather it speaks to fond memories that I have about your class that many of you don't even realize took place. For example, did you know that Party in the USA was playing on your orientation day on this very turf in the heart of COVID when we couldn't be indoors without masks, so we welcomed you to NHS outside? And then 4 years later, I was standing on the grand staircase at the Aria for your senior prom, watching and observing, and suddenly, Party in the USA came on, and your class flooded the dance floor, singing, rather screaming, lumped on top of each other to your principal's favorite song. And I looked on quietly and smiled ear to ear. And then even more recently, on your last day of classes, after some questionable behavior, you ended your time at NHS with a slip and slide on the hill right behind this very stage. And I was frustrated and a little annoyed, and then somebody holding a boombox had Party in the USA on. And I took a moment to change my thoughts, and instead of frustration, see a class of students coming together one last time, and I smiled ear to ear. How could it be that this song from 2009, when you were just 4 years old, keeps popping up when I need it most? Now, you didn't think anything of this random song playing, but it impacted me deeply. And there you have lesson number 1. You never know how you're impacting someone. You never know who you are making smile. Lesson number 2, give flowers often. For those of you who have been to a graduation ceremony in the last several years, you know that each year I give something to students as they cross the stage. The first year it was a hug, the next year a cupcake, and last year a bracelet. So this year, I began to think of what I could possibly give to you that would be meaningful and make you smile. What is something that you give to people to make others happy or acknowledge an event, good or bad? Of course, flowers. Now, admittedly, I don't like flowers. I also don't like hugs or cupcakes. But this isn't about me, it's about you. It has taken me more years than I'm willing to admit to realize that flowers are a kind gesture that some people actually appreciate. They make people happy, they show people that you care, They acknowledge that you're thinking of them in a difficult time, and they provide a reminder of beauty when we need it most. Today, class of 2024, my gift to you is a flower, a green or white carnation, as we celebrate you and remember members of your class that are not here with us today, but remind us daily to be better people and always carry ourselves with an extra ounce of kindness. Class of 2024, my final message to you as you embark on your first step into adulthood is to always be you, because you never know when you're making somebody happy. I hope you always sing to Miley Cyrus' Party in the USA, and may you give and receive flowers often. Class of 2024, you make my principal heart explode with pride and gratitude. To put it simply, I adore you. You've taught me more ways than you will ever know. Now go forward into the world because you make people smile. Congratulations. At this time, I am pleased to turn the ceremony over to Jason Benson, our Student Master of Ceremonies.
We will now have comments from Larissa Batista, Senior Class Council President.
Hi, my name is Larissa Batista, and I'm here today as Newtown High School's Senior Class President. It's an honor and a privilege to be standing in front of you all today. I want to thank all the friends and family members, teachers and staff, mentors, and distinguished guests for being here today, because in all truth, without them, it wouldn't be possible. While trying to write this speech, I thought it was more difficult than originally. And being tasked with writing a graduation speech, I know that I'll never fully be satisfied with, but at least I tried. Firstly, a shout out to the teachers that I would like to make is that you not did teach us, but you inspired us. You challenged our minds to think differently, to always question, and to always dream. Your teaching went far beyond the textbooks, and although we hate to admit it, we are all grateful. Now to the parents, I want to say thank you on the behalf of the times we didn't, for putting up with our mood swings and last-minute projects that are due tomorrow. Your guidance has been the compass that helped us navigate through these past 18 years and for all the years to come. Now, I may not have the title of being a Newtown-born student, but I don't think you need to grow up here to realize the strength of this community. As we all embark on completely separate journeys of life, I am confident that a common theme will forever keep us connected, and that theme is kindness. A unique sense of kindness that you can only find here. I never knew how fast these 4 years would go by. From overcoming quarantine to overcoming college application season, we are all here together. You know, time has a funny way of creeping up on you. It's like you don't realize how much time has passed until you finally look back on it. From being the student sitting on the field today to becoming the parents watching, we have gotten to this milestone for a reason. That reason is different for all of us. It doesn't matter where you came from or where you plan to go, because as we stand ready to begin on our next adventures, we must take a moment to dream big. Whether it's college that has your upcoming years book, or the workforce, or paths less traveled, we have to approach it all with the same energy and determination that got us through high school in the first place. The same energy at Friday night football games, or the brain power to write a single-spaced essay the night before it's due. Because the world is our stage, and it's finally time to play our part. As we finally graduate this chapter of our lives that we have so eagerly been waiting for, I often think about a question that poses all of us. How many of you have asked yourselves, when did I finally grow up? Was it when your parents stopped carrying you to bed from the car when you fell asleep? When they stopped measuring your height against the doorframe? When you were trying to learn your first longer combination? Maybe it was when you got to 8th grade and you could finally walk after school? Was it when you finally got your license? Or will it be when you move your tassel from right to left? I'm not exactly sure when life turned from chasing the bus to trying to beat it, but we made it nonetheless. Before we all walk across this stage, I want you to do one last thing. Cherish your last summer before college. Enjoy those Dunkin' trips with your friends and the 40-minute car rides on the way to the beach with windows down singing your favorite songs. Hug your loved ones close. Enjoy late night talks around the fire and endless nights filled with laughter. As a final remark, I want to leave you guys with the quote that Dr. Seuss said. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce Jane Matson and the NHS Choir.
Turns out
this is your composer.
And now, it is with great pleasure that we would like to introduce to you the salutatorian of the class of 2024, Grace Curiati.
I'm not very good with endings. I remember the day I finished the Harry Potter series for the very first time. I had been reading those books for about a year, which for an elementary schooler feels like an eternity. Of course, a good part of that time was spent simply reading the first 3 books over and over again, because my parents made me wait until I turned 8 to move on to the 4th, thinking it might be a little scary for me. But at long last, the day came when I reached the end of the 7th and final book in the series. I could not accept that it was simply over, so my solution was to immediately pick up the first book again and start rereading the whole thing. I don't think I can say that I wish I could return to freshman year and relive the whole high school experience all over again. If I did, I'd have to revisit some things that are best kept in the past, like those desk shields we had to carry around with us everywhere at first, or the fact that our sophomore year homecoming, the first school dance that our grade had ever had, took place in a parking lot. But finishing high school feels a bit like how I felt when I finished Harry Potter for the first time. It's weird to say goodbye to something that has been a part of your life for so long, because it's not just high school that we're saying bye to today, but middle school too, and Reed, and elementary school. When you put it like that, it's really childhood that we're graduating from, and that is a difficult thing to wrap your mind around. We've all come a long way in these past 4 years. There are a lot of things about myself now that would have absolutely shocked freshman me. For one thing, if you had told me that I'd be standing here at graduation giving a speech to everybody, and that I'd be talking about my nerdy, Harry Potter-loving childhood self, I would have been horrified. I don't think that there's a single one of us who is the same person today that they were in their first day of high school. For me at least, I know that the biggest part of that change is simply confidence. Maybe it's because we arrived at high school during COVID, or maybe we've just matured in the past 4 years, but I think there's a level of comfort that our grade has now, both with ourselves and with each other, that wasn't there when we were freshmen. I've had more fun in school this year than I have any year prior, whether it's writing scandal articles about Matt Riddle during our Gov class's mock election, filming a Keeping Up with Their Kardashians style remake of Paradise Lost for AP Lit, or simply dressing up for Spirit Week along the rest of our grade, I went into this year, probably like nearly everyone else, focused on getting into college and graduating. And while there were definitely some not so great moments, I've enjoyed myself far more than I expected along the way. The most difficult thing about finishing high school and Harry Potter is that just now, at the end, everything seems perfect. Whether it's the people who, like me, are crazy enough to spend their free time running laps around a track, or the friends who will go to the beach with me in the middle of winter, or the people that I've bonded with just this year over a mutual love of the attic wife from Jane Eyre, right now I'm surrounded by people that I love and that I'm not ready to move on from. It's so difficult to leave now, just as I feel as if I'm finally starting to figure everything out. But I've gotten pretty good at procrastinating this past year, and right now I'm going to procrastinate saying goodbye, because we still have a whole summer together to be kids, and I intend to enjoy every moment of it. Besides, starting a new chapter is just as exciting as finishing an old one is bittersweet. How many opportunities will we have like this in our lives to go out wherever we want in the world and be whoever we want to be? And while we'll all be starting something new, that doesn't mean we have to start over. I certainly hope that when I get to college, I won't revert to that same timid freshman I was 4 years ago. Because if there's one thing I know for certain, it's that I've changed. We've all changed.
Not only are we a bit smarter now than we were 4 years ago, but we're also more mature, more confident, more grown up. What I'm trying to say is, congratulations, class of 2024. We've grown up. And while it might seem a little sad and a little scary to be moving on just now, I firmly believe that we're all going on to great things. I truly cannot wait to see what we're going to do with the rest of our lives.
Miss Cindy Carlson, Vice President of the Newtown Scholarship Association, will now present the Newtown Scholarship Awards.
Well done, Grace. I think you're a Hufflepuff, a Gryffindor, and a Ravenclaw all in one. My name is Cindy Carlson, and I'm here to represent the Newtown Scholarship Association. Since 1937, the NSA has recognized student achievement and helped make post-high school education a little more affordable for Newtown students. All our thanks to Mrs. Brandy Jacobs and Mrs. Anna Mendez in the counseling office for being our liaisons to the class of 2024. With the support of our generous donors, the board of the NSA has been able to award $130,000 in scholarships this year to the class of 2024. We're grateful to everyone who supported our events, responded to our fund drive, and donated in honor of a loved one or in memory of a loved one. The individual scholarships are listed in your program, and a photo of the awardees and a complete list will be in the Newtown Bee. Class of 2024, it was a delight celebrating you all at our reception last week. We truly enjoyed learning more about what you have planned after Newtown High School and what you hope to accomplish for the future, and the positive difference you aim to make in the world. Thank you for inspiring us with your intelligence and your compassion. And what a remarkable group of young adults you are. The board had the pleasure of reading your applications, your essays, your letters of recommendation, and meeting with each of you to hear your individual stories. To share just some of your accomplishments, I will tell you that we met a Newtown Volunteer Ambulance Corps member, the Colin Whitmore Award winner, a Race for Chase coach, the varsity swim and dive captain, a jazz team captain, a varsity football captain, an ultimate Frisbee social media manager, the class council treasurer, the co-founder of the fencing club, a varsity dance team captain, an office helper at Sandy Hook Promise, a volunteer at a refugee center in Switzerland, the debate club captain, a Minecraft team coach, a point guard on the basketball team, a member of the Greater Connecticut Youth Orchestra, and so many other unique and talented individuals. Would every student who received a Newtown Scholarship Association award this year please rise? Our board, your families and friends, the Newtown community, indeed people around the country are proud of what you've overcome collectively and individually to become the accomplished, engaged, and promising young adults you are. On behalf of the board of the Newtown Scholarship Association, congratulations and enjoy this moment, class of 2024. You deserve the best the world has to offer. Thank you.
I would like to introduce Mr. Malillo, Superintendent of Schools.
So my son graduated high school on Monday evening, and he's going through many of the trials and tribulations that you're going through. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He's 18 years old, and he's thinking he needs to have it all figured out. So I had to intervene as a dad and give him some advice. And halfway through the advice, I stopped him and said, "Hey, wait a minute, this will be a great speech for graduation." So I'm not sure what he got out of it, but you're going to get the better end of this deal because this is more thought out. First of all, let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to each member of the graduating class. Your hard work, dedication, perseverance have brought you to this occasion. Today we celebrate your achievements, your triumphs, and your journey. But as you stand on the threshold of the future, ready to embark on the next chapter of your lives, I want to share with you a few words of wisdom. Life is too short to spend it doing something that doesn't ignite your soul, something that doesn't fill you with purpose and meaning. Whether you dream of becoming a doctor, an artist, an electrician, or serve our country in the military, never settle for anything less than what sets your heart afire. Newtown High School class, as you stand at this pivotal moment, I want to remind you that it's okay to be uncertain, to be exploring, and to not know what the future holds. High school graduation is not about receiving a diploma. It's about stepping into this world of endless possibilities and opportunities. Some of you may already have a clear vision of your path ahead, while others may still be searching for their calling. Whatever stage you find yourself in, know it's okay to follow your passions. Even if they lead you down a less conventional or uncertain path, trust in your instincts, listen to your heart, and have the courage to pursue what brings you joy and fulfillment. Your journey is yours, and there is no one right way to navigate it. Embrace the adventure, embrace the uncertainty, and above all, embrace the journey on discovering who you are meant to be. Now, as you journey forward, I want to share with you the last line from my favorite movie, Jerry Maguire. So today you've got Harry Potter, Party in USA, and now we're coming full circle with a movie of Jerry Maguire. And I quote, "Hey, I don't have all the answers, and in life, to be honest, I failed as much as I succeeded. But I love my wife, and I love my life, and I wish you this kind of success." This can be translated to, success is not about career achievements, it's about finding joy, fulfillment, and balance in all aspects of life. Treasure the relationships, the experiences that bring you happiness and fulfillment, and never lose sight on what truly matters. Success is rarely achieved alone. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Collaboration and teamwork are essential ingredients for success in any endeavor. Surround yourself with people who support and uplift you, and be willing to offer the same in return. Remember that true success is often found in relationships that we cultivate along the way. And as you leave Newtown High School behind and venture into this world, remember to stay true to yourself, listen to your inner voice, follow your intuition, and trust in your abilities. And above all else, never lose sight of what truly matters to you. Let me express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. And as you bid farewell to this chapter of your life, you do so with a heart of open anticipation for a bright future that lies ahead for each of you. Congratulations, class of 2024. Go forth and chase your dreams with passion, purpose, and unwavering determination. The world is yours for the taking. Thank you.
It is my privilege to present Tyler White, the valedictorian of the class of 2024.
Newtown High School class of 2024. Before we begin, I must provide a disclaimer. If this speech is not satisfactory, then it is not my fault. It is only ChatGPT's fault. Now we may begin. We have been through a lot in the last 4 years. Every single year has been completely unique. During our first year here, we were split into multiple different cohorts. We spent about half of the year online, and even when we were in school, we were separated from one another by 6 feet. We had to bring dividers with us every day to school, wipe down our desks and seats, and wear masks for 7 straight hours, excluding lunch and mask breaks. We could only tell if someone was smiling based on their eyes. During our second year, we had all of our classes together in school, but we still continued to wear masks. However, by the end of the year, the pandemic was luckily waning, and we were able to finally see one another without masks. Our third year here was probably the most normal year of high school. And now, in our final year, we have been preparing to move on by applying to colleges or getting ready to do whatever we may do after graduation. Curiosity and honor is really what enabled me to speak here today in front of all of you. I worked hard in school because I enjoy learning. In fact, I had not even really considered going for valedictorian until one of my teachers brought it up with me during my sophomore year. We all need to explore the things that we are interested in. We cannot make great progress without accomplishing difficult tasks. Pliny the Elder, a Roman historian, expressed it perfectly when he said, "Fortes fortuna juvat." Fortune favors the bold. Make sure to take calculated risks and be adventurous in your life. You have all accomplished great things, becoming the captain of your sport, founding your own club, designing your own products, and some of you have even beaten me in the circle game. None of these things were required of you, and they all took a great amount of hard work, willpower, and courage in the face of possible failure. And now, as you are all ready to explore the next part of your life, make sure you do things that have intrinsic value to you and spark your interests. It is fine if you may want to do well in something because you are competitive or want to earn a lot of money, but you must ensure that you are always fascinated and curious about whatever you do, for that will be what pushes you through great challenges and lets you gloriously triumph. Now, I must give thanks to everyone that has helped me throughout my life. I will try to be quick because I know this speech is delaying your official graduation. I would like to thank my teachers for fostering my enjoyment of learning and pushing me to reach new academic and personal heights. In particular, I would like to thank Mr. Tierney for showing me various mathematical concepts to explore. I must also thank him for letting me attend a total of 11 unique class sections that he taught over the years, including the only one I had with him. I have definitely spent more time in his class when I was not supposed to be there than what I was actually supposed to. I would like to thank all my fellow classmates for inspiring me to work harder and serving as great friends. I would like to thank my family for supporting me throughout my journey and being there whenever I needed them. And finally, last but not least, I would like to thank ChatGPT for writing this speech. Thank you.
I would like to introduce Kristen English, our commencement keynote speaker.
Mr. Melillo, members of the Board of Education, faculty and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2024. I'd like to thank you all for this opportunity to speak to you today. I will admit, however, that when Dr. Longabuco initially told me that I was selected as graduation speaker, I was a bit stressed and a little overwhelmed. So, I did what anyone in my situation would do. I too asked ChatGPT to write, and I quote, a moving but humorous high school graduation speech that allows for pauses for both laughter and tears. The first iteration began like this. I'm not exactly sure what qualifies me to stand before you today and deliver this speech. Sure, I managed to scrap by with a passable GPA, but if you had told me 4 years ago that I'd be up here giving a speech, I probably would have laughed or cried or both. It was here that I realized that OpenAI thought that I was the valedictorian. And I think we can all agree I'm no Tyler White. So I revised the question specifying keynote speaker. In this speech, you became resilient people who have excelled academically and also left an indelible mark on the fabric of our school community. I was getting closer, I guess. We had a metaphor, some big words, but where was the laughter, the emotion? So I asked the bot one final question. Can you make it funny? ChatGPT's version of this was simply to add the word shenanigans. I was officially done. I acquiesced. I would have to write this on my own. I kid, of course. While I did indeed ask these questions, and these were the responses, you, of all people, should know that I'd never use AI, especially for a speech like this one. But I do understand the impulse. What can be said that hasn't been said before? Is it even worth trying when you're bound to say something that someone, somewhere, has already said? The answer is obviously no. Give up now. You've peaked, children. Let the robots do it. Pause for laughter. In the classic film Barbie, bear with me now, when stereotypical Barbie is on the precipice of understanding the world, Weird Barbie offers her a choice. She can opt for the high heel and remain oblivious to the ills of society, or the Birkenstock and dive or rollerblade into reality. Barbie instinctively chooses the high heel. Of course she does. It's pretty and perfect. That's what they say ignorance is, after all. It's important to remember, though, that the knowing is inevitable. Yes, you can choose the high heel. You can leave the envelope unopened, the book unread, the speech unwritten, the calculus uncalculus. That's how one calculus is, right? I've never taken it. I assume I'm correct. Tyler? Yeah, okay. The easy way out can be enticing. It requires minimal effort, and you probably won't fail. But where's the fun in that? Where's the challenge? And honestly, the brief respite ignorance offers you is just that, brief. Eventually, you'll realize you've missed something and the regret will set in. Listen, life is not always going to be a wonderful or even a valuable learning experience. You might even end up unhappy for a moment or two, but you'll have done it, and that truly is wonderful in and of itself. There is also joy in embracing and learning from the monotony of everyday life. Take it from me. I might have a general outline of what my day will look like. Wednesday, maybe a B day. I'll teach 4 classes and have cafeteria duty. But I don't really know what that school day will look like. It's determined by the whims of 17 and 18-year-olds. Who will walk in late and attempt to bribe me with Starbucks? Who will surprise me when they know I prefer Dunkin'? Who will say something about a book that even in 20 years of teaching, I have never thought of? Who will make a joke so ridiculous and out of pocket that I'll laugh so hard I cry? It's unpredictable, a little weird, but every day there's something new. And after that last bell rings, I won't be exactly the same person I was when the day began. The difference might be negligible, but I will be a little different. Isn't that sort of incredible? To know that every day, no matter what, there's a possibility of change and maybe even of growth. Sure, it may have been done before. There have been others before you. Maybe there is nothing new to discover, but you haven't done it before. That's not nothing. It's going to be messy and scary and difficult, but it will be worth it. I hope you can hear me when I tell you that the best part of life is trying. Whatever you're about to do, whether it's college or the military or a full-time job, you're going to have to be vulnerable. You might wonder if you're really ready for that. But I think those of us who have been where you are can tell you that we still often feel that way. The answers are rarely right in front of you. And the truth is, you don't really know until you do it. But you're getting a degree today, or at least you're getting a folder that will one day hold a degree provided you've returned all your books. So we assume you've picked up a few things here and there. Use those things. Just try. ChatGPT was right about one thing. You've left a mark on the fabric of this community. And it's not because of your GPAs or your quiz grades or your AP scores, however impressive. This is the class that began their high school career on Google Meet with their desks in rows, wearing masks. And look at you now. You've invented games, written symphonies, built computers, built beds, captained golf, swim, and football teams, coached softball and soccer, attempted to teach me, of all people, tennis, written cookbooks and novellas and plays, become activists, traveled the world, shown up even when you couldn't imagine getting out of bed that day. And you did that. So keep going. Work hard and maybe even get into some shenanigans. Above all, be human. Class of 2024, you truly are the best humans. We are so proud of you and we love you. You're ready for this. Congratulations.
Mr. Malillo, by the authority vested in me as the principal of Newtown High School, I present you the class of 2024. I certify that the class of 2024 has fulfilled its educational commitments in all areas of curricula.
Allison Plant, Chairperson of the Newtown Board of Education, it is my pleasure and my duty as Superintendent of Schools to certify that the student candidates have completed all graduation requirements as prescribed by the Newtown Board of Education and the Connecticut State Board of Education. Ms. Plant, I present to you the Newtown High School Class of 2024.
To the class of 2024, your unique talents and contributions have enriched our schools and community. May your tomorrows be filled with purpose and passion. And as you go forth, know that this community will always hold you close, will always be here for you to come home to, and will always be rooting for you. And now, on behalf of the Board of Education, I'm pleased to present the Newtown High School Class of 2024. Congratulations.
The diplomas will be presented first to the top 5% of the class and then to the class of 2024 in alphabetical order. Ella Hall, Izzy Kazadian, Braden Macy, and Adeline Skerrick, senior class officers, will now present the seniors for diplomas. Please hold your applause until all names have been read.
Tyler White. Grace Catherine Kiriati. Larissa Rodriguez Batista. Ellie Lila Arcario. Andrew Jacob Arena. Alyssa V. Beatrice. Grace Fisher. Bennett Gagliatino. Miguel Alejandro Gutierrez. Evan Johnson. Braden Patrick Macy. Noah Adam Masota. Ava Mitchell. Grant Patrick Ricks. Lauren Elise Smiley. Carissa Soriano. Adrian D. Totier. Jess Sang. Jin Haki Abazi. Ayman Muhammad Abdurrahman. Shirley Catherine Acero. Zoe Francis Marsh. Rose E. Lanes. Glenn Adams. Jack Albano. Phyllis Allende. Dylan Tushar Amin. Jackson Lewis Amos. Brian Ralph Anderson. Elizabeth Joan Anisi. Gabriel Apia. Gabriella Alexis Arnold. Ahmad Nidal Amin, or Asba. Arbor Bareliu. Blake Robert Ballard. Victoria Caroline Bambino. Benjamin Paul Barber. Giuliano Paul Barnes. Ava Lauren Baruti. Caden Daniel Barr. Peter Barth. Pedro Bastos Leme. Juliana Battaglia. Amarina Maya Beard-Galati. Daniel E. Belmuth. Georgia E. Bilot. Natalie G. Bender. Julia Berry. Michael Philip Berry. Braden B. Bisson. Hayden Stone Bobowick. Jillian Bobowick. Michaela R. Bonacci. Vincent James Bordash. Madison Rose Borowski. Allison Nicole Batone. Kyle J. Bond. Annika Isabel Bazenko. Olivia Rose Bergoli. Graydon Brand. Carter Briggs. Maxwell Anthony Brown. Kira Nicole Budge. Aiden D. Burbank. Hannah Eileen Busillo. Chelsea Calderbank. Michael J. Cam. Kimura Gianni Campbell. Elijah Alejandro Cantu. Ava Elizabeth Carlson. Isabel Marie Karen. Sarah Kylie Cartagena. Rachel Catherine Casagrande. Johnny Nicholas Chelly. Jackson Henry Chacon. Jack Dominic Chappa. Renee Michelle Chard. Evan Chaudhry. Alexa Rachel Choi. Judson Orion Chokbang Boon. Daniel Peter Chomiak. Parker Chung.
Aiden Philip Clark. Griffin Charles Clement. Zachary Clouden. Makai Coleman. Hayden Conklin. Dawson Conrad. Joseph Robert Corbo. Jaden Andrew Cordova. Nicholas Michael Corso. Ashley Cody. Eleanor S. Cruz Hayes. Lorelai Lily Cullen. Macy Carolina Cuomo. Joshua David Curran. Clara Nicole D'Amico. Nicholas J. D'Amico. Isabel Martins DaCosta. Peter Dalla. Abigail Savannah DeRocha. Gracie De Silva. Gabriel Alejandra de la Torre Jara. Jackson D. Felice. Antonio de Jesus III. Gabriela De Jesus. Mackenzie Grace Del Pozo. Briley Deloe. Lauren Ruth Deshane. Alexis Josephine Diaz. Brianna Sierra Diaz. Alexandra Lucille DiLorenzo. Julia Mary Dimian. Sophia Dorsch. Margaret Ray Donovan. Jackson Ethan Douglas. Alexander Dzanko. Emma Catherine Early. Emma Catherine Aarons. Aurora Eller. Anita Arrett. Gabriella Dare Ferrara. Mateo Andreas Figueroa. Kendall Fiorillo. Catherine F. Fiorini. Julia Ann Tissio Forlenzo. Emma Formica. Angelia Olivia Franco. Haley Esther Freilichman. Catherine Elizabeth Gaffney. Levon Desmond Gavin. Anthony J. Jenna. Magnolia Reese Gilson. Alexa Adele Glynn. Ryan R. Gomez. Aiden Moses Gonzalez Gill. Sarah Catherine Gore. Dustin Michael Goss. Brody Gowdy. Christian Anthony Griffeo. Keely Amber Green. Andrew James Grenier. Nathaniel Lawrence Grummins. Wilmer Chimbo Guamban. Jennifer Estefania Guasco Lima. James Dylan Guerreri. Hannah Eileen Gooman. Sadie Garesco Moore. Nicole Guthrie. JJ Haddock. Ivy Hampton. Olivia Mary Hankins. Charles Patrick Hansen. Summer G. Hurrell. Morgan Janelle Harrison. McLean Cash Hart. Camden Grace Hawk. Emily Lynn Heckler. Evelyn Rose Hirsch. Jillian Marie Hogue. Ariane Hoja. Matthew Holden. Daisy Heiser. Jack Douglas Infantino. Casey Paige Isidori. Caitlin Nicole Ivy. Spencer Thomas Jorgensen. Sean E. Kaufman. Aurora Jean Carney. Dashel Scott Keeney. Daniel Richard Kellerman. Luke William Kellerman. Brooke Delaney Kennedy. Kira Margaret Rose Kennedy. John Olcott Kenny. Ashley Kessler. Jules Kessler. Alex Kirkman. Jonathan Joseph Kopchik. Jared Tyler Koo. John William Quap. Connor Scott Krasinski. Ava Grace Larson. Sophie Lavash Gerwig. Brady Lavelle. Addison Lewis. Nathaniel H. Lewis. Dylan George Lewis. Aiden Robert Licata. Dielza Lamani. Renor Lamani. Zachary J. Locke. James Alexander Lombard. Ryan Marguerite Lose. Colin James Luby. Cole Liu. Dylan John Macy. John Buster Marr. Alexa Ann Manfredonia. Amanda Marchese. Julia Rose Murato. Anthony Emmanuel Marquina Pavia. Noel Morazzo. Sophia Martinez. Puma Lilith Marks. Elia Ann Mason. Christopher Michael Matera. Adam Vincent Moriello. Maxwell Lawrence McCarthy. Bridget M. McCleary. Jackson McDevitt. James C. McMahon. Giuseppe Connor Mariano. Daniel Benjamin Michael. Caitlin Milks. Madison Louise Miller. Thomas Edward Milligan V. Mario A. Moreno. Ella Blue Moritz. Evelyn Veronica Morocho. Woodson Scott Morris. Jake Daniel Matola. Matthew A. Moselak Jr. Connor Richard Muir. Brianna Andrea Mygodny. Adam John Naramore. Seth James Naramore. Daniel Andreas Nalagari. Samantha Nethercott. Jaden Joming Ng. Evan Nicholas. Abigail Elizabeth O'Leary. Sarah Renee Olam. Isabella Texiera Oliveira. Sydney Helena Jane Oltron. Sebastian Pacheco. Mariana Rose Paltoff. Oliver Reed Pedegas. Brianna Lee Pelicone. Isabella Lenza Pessoa. Gabriel Alexander Peter Tonjes. Luke Phelps. Andrew Michael Picciullo. Miley Piragastini. Michael Anthony Orazio Podamani. Arion Kia Polizani. Sarah Elizabeth Primus. Belle Kaderi. Stella Blue Rankin.
Molly A. Rosino. Declan John Regan. Sean Robert Riley. Hannah Miriam Reps. Brian Cameron Reyes. Christopher Gerard Rice. Aaron Richard. Alexi Philip Richard. Nicole Andrea Rivera. Yasmary Rivera Santana. Kai R. Robertson. David Andres Rodriguez. Leslie Valentina Rodriguez. Madeline Rowe. Matthew Rojas. Alexander William Roman. Apollo Roman Weed. Andrew Thomas Rosa. Elliot Rosecrans. Ben Jitsikawa Rosenthal. Got you. Mackenzie Ray Rosman. Kyle Emmett Ruddy. Christine Ellen Salvo. Valerie Leanne Samper. David Alexander Sanchez. Zachary Wayne Sargent.
Alexander Marco Savo. Robert Zachary Shapiro. Alex Schicker. Alexander Schmidt. Kaylin Cole Schmidt. James Allen Chavanek. Jacqueline Alexis Schultz. Howard David Schuster. Ella Seaver. Chase Scarlett Sefruzo. Ashley Faith Shaw. Gwyneth Victoria Stone Shaw. Anna Elizabeth Shue. Alessandro Antonio Seiler. Jessica Falsey Silva. Dominic Simpry. Connor Gregory Sinapi. Deirdre E. Smith. Charles Richard Bruce Soloway. Gabrielle Rose Soltis. Aiden J. Sorty. Joseph David Soriano. Urema Stashishin. Alexander Patrick Steinle. Fisher Stites. Sam Stoltz. Caitlin Elizabeth Sullivan. Rachel Zor. Paige Tarpey. Jacob M. Tashjian. Sasha Tereskevich. Henry Terafay. Lauren Avery Thompson. Gustavo Daniel Toledo. Matthew Tomai. Thomas Nicholas Zakis. Annika Utsung. Sophia Kaylee Verdi. Roman Benjamin Verna. Timothy Patrick Villa. Cole Watson Wanzer. Jason Wasselmack. Lily Wasselnack. Madeline B. Watson. Reese Wheat. Everett L. White. Geneva Worf. Amanda Wilmot. Natasha Sorrentino Xavier. Rayanne G. Yeomans. Maya Kate Yelanes. Ryan Jorge Zaneski. Molly Zatluka. Wendy Zhang. Ella Rose Hall. Isabel Rose Kazadian. Adeline Hunter Skerrick. And finally, the Jason Tyler Benson.
At this time, I invite the class of 2024 to stand and move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2024. You did it.